Hi, Maximizers. Welcome to my live. How is everyone doing tonight? If this is your first time watching me, welcome. My name is Crystal, aka Kristen Maximizer, and I am a business coach. And I help women take the ideas from their brain and turn them into a profitable business that they love. I have been a coach since 2018. I started off teaching women how to coupon, budget, and save money. And in 2023, I transitioned to full time teaching women how to start businesses from scratch. I have helped about 35 women start and grow their businesses. And it's one of my favorite things to do is to help a woman figure out what she likes, what empowers her, and then turn that into a business that she actually loves, that she can actually make money from. So, I have been helping women with businesses since 2020. And it has been such a joy. 2023 is my first almost full time year because I started doing it full time in March. So this March will be a full year that I have been a business coach, which is amazing. And tonight, I want to share with you 5 tips to help you start a business in 2024 because there's a lot of noise on the internet. There's a lot of people who have started businesses, who haven't started businesses, who have a lot of questions. And I want to help you from a beginner standpoint. I like to be the coach for beginners because there's not a lot of people or a lot of coaches helping you in those very early stages. So I would love to know who's watching. Let me know what city, what state, what country you are watching from in the comments, and drop some money signs if you want to start a business this year. Drop some money signs if you want to get serious about a business that you've started. Drop some money signs if you actually want to make money in a business that you've started. Drop some money signs if you know that in 2024, this is your year to actually get serious, get focused, and start your business. And I have 5 tips for you. Now, I started my first serious side hustle in 2017. I started Krista Maximizer in 2018. And then with my rebrand from a coupon and money saving coach to a business coach, it was kind of like starting another business. There's a lot of things I had to do over simply because I'm transitioning my audience. I'm talking about new things. So it almost felt like I birthed another business. I've started a podcast. I've started a second YouTube channel. So I've done a lot of things a second time where it feels like a brand new or a fresh business. So let me know in the comments where you're watching from, what city, what state, what country. And I want to know if you want to start a business, drop some money signs. And I am live on all of my platforms. So I'm live on both of my YouTube channels, TikTok, Instagram, and my Facebook page. I like to go live all at once because if you don't know, I am Chris the Maximizer. So that means I maximize my time and my opportunity. So Danita Beasley is here from Las Vegas watching on YouTube. Danita, let us know, what business are you thinking about starting? What idea do you have for a business that you're looking to flesh out? I would love to know more. Hi, Kelsey. Kelsey is joining us from Texas. So happy to have you here. Oh, thank you, Kelsey. She says best live person ever. Thank you so much. So I'm going to share with y'all 5 tips for starting a business. I see, whoops, TikTok's going really fast. Sometimes TikTok goes really fast. So let me see. Who is here from TikTok? Um, is it Val C. Davis is here from Los Angeles. Hey girl, thank you so much for joining. And if you are interested in starting or growing your business in 2024, drop some money signs down in the chat. And I'm going to share with y'all tonight 5 tips, 5 things that I think is very helpful for you if you have decided that you want to start a business in 2024. Now, I'm at my mama's house and she got this little heater, y'all. And this thing, first I was cold. I turned the heater on and now I'm about to be hot. Let me take my jacket off and get into you. Hi, Sharice from Houston. Hi, Sharice from Houston. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We're so happy to have you. And I do respond to every single comment, y'all. So I promise, looking at all 3 of my screens, I will get to every single comment. I will acknowledge you. I will answer your questions. Sharice, you put a money sign. What business are you starting, or what business do you have? Missy is with us from California. Hey, Missy, thank you so much for joining us. Okay, so we're gonna talk about 5 tips to start a business. Let me block this person. Well, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, so I blocked that person. All right, so tip number 1. Okay, my first tip for you, if you know in your heart that you want a business, if you know that starting a business is a desire of yours, it's something that you want to do, it's your New Year's resolution, it's your goal, it's your intention, the first thing I'm going to suggest you do, my first tip, one of my tips, these don't have to be done in any particular order. These are just some of the best tips that I put together. First tip for you is to make time. If you feel like you do not have time for your business, that is honestly a you problem, because we make time and find money for anything and everything that we deem important. So this brings me back to a couple of other lives when I talked about you have to make your business a priority. I'm going to get to your comments on TikTok. I'm coming back to you. Let me get this thought out. You have to make time for your business. Kelsey says yes. You have to make time for your business. Number one, you have to decide that your business is important and that it's a priority. And number two, you have to decide that you are going to find the conscious time for your business. I like to talk from personal experience. So let me give you an example. When I started Chris the Maximizer, it was just a YouTube channel. I was building my audience. I wasn't selling anything. But once YouTube started paying me a check for people watching the ads on my videos, I was like, I can make money from this. So what I did was to make time for my business. Number one, I stopped eating lunch with my coworkers. I got an hour lunch every day, and I told my coworkers, hey, listen, I can only eat lunch with y'all one day a week. What day do y'all want to eat lunch? They chose Fridays. Okay. So Monday through Thursday, I was eating my lunch in my car, in a huddle room, down the street at a coffee shop, and I was editing YouTube videos. I was responding to comments. I was coming up with video ideas. I was doing emails. I was doing whatever I was doing, but I was not eating lunch with them. That's 4 hours a week. Then I also gave myself the 1 hour a day minimum. When I was starting that business and it was a side hustle, I told myself, if I can give these people 8 hours of work, 45 minutes to an hour each way of commute. My job wasn't an hour away, but if it's a 30-minute commute to the office, I had to drop my kid off at daycare. There's traffic. It's going to take, I had to leave an hour before. I need to be at work at 9. Me and the child had to leave the house at 7:45 to make sure that she got to daycare. If there was traffic, if I wanted to stop to get myself a smoothie, which I eventually started to make at home. But if you have ever had to drive to a job or even to school, you got to give yourself that buffer time. So if I can spend 10 hours of my day between commuting and working, the least I could do is give myself an hour a day for my business. The second thing I did to make time for my business is I did a time audit. I looked to see where was I spending time in my day. So at this point, I was watching shows live. So I started this business in 2018. I was watching Big Brother. I was watching probably some of the Housewives. I was watching a bunch of different shows on TV live. I had DirecTV. So we were DVRing back then, but we were still sitting down at a specific time and watching a show. I stopped watching all of the shows because when I looked at my time audit, I was spending 5 to 7 hours a week watching shows in real time. I said, swear, we're not doing that. I watched Big Brother for 1 hour on Thursday nights for the live eviction because that was something that was live. So I watched it live. But the rest of my shows, I tabled them all till Friday nights. So on Fridays, I would work 1 hour when I got home. Then I would sit on the couch and binge all of my shows that I DVR'd on my DirecTV. And if that means I stayed up till 2 in the morning, keying and watching all my shows, that's what I did. But that 5 to 7 hours in real time that I was watching between Monday and Thursday, I put all of that back into my business. I also decided that Sunday was going to be a work day and Saturday was going to be family day. So at this point, it was just me and Kinsley living in my house. So I did Saturday fun days with Kinsley. So if she had birthday parties, we went to the water park. We did whatever we needed to do. I ran some small errands. And then Sunday was I'm recording videos. I'm editing videos. We're going to CVS, Walgreens, Target. We're grocery shopping. I'm editing. I'm uploading on Sundays. Okay. I wasn't somebody who went out a lot, so I didn't go out. But do you see how I made time? I was not scrolling on social media. Okay. I had very limited scroll time. Go in, respond to comments. I scrolled for maybe 30-ish minutes a day. Outside of that, I did not have that luxury because I had a 9 to 5. I had a kid and my business was a priority. So I would suggest to you, my first tip, make time for your business. Look at your calendar and put 7 to 10 hours a week. That's 1 hour a day and 2 to 3 hours on one of your days off for your business. I want you to put it on your calendar. From 6 to 7, before my kids wake up, I'm going to work on my business for 1 hour. When my kids go to bed at 9, I'm going to work on my business from 9 to 10:30 every night. I want you to put it on your calendar like a meeting with your boss. Because if you're giving those people all your time and energy, some of y'all going to get mad at me, but if you are spending, 8 hours on a Sunday at church because you go into 3 different services, you didn't give them church people all your time, you didn't give the 9 to 5 people all your time, the least you can do for yourself is find an hour a day for your business. If you are truly in a place where your business is a priority. Maybe this year is not the year that your business is a priority, and that's okay. But if you decided, you focus, you've been intentional, it's on your goals list that your business is a priority, make it a priority. Put that time on your calendar and make it non-negotiable. I started waking up before everyone, like 5:30. Yes. Sometimes that's what's needed. Now, I'm not an early bird, so I was usually the night owl, where I would usually stay up probably until midnight working on my business. I would be so energized. I'd sleep from probably like 12:30 to about 6:45 in the morning, and then I would do it all over again. But that was just me. Okay, so let me respond to some of these comments and questions that I see. But tip number 1 is to make time for your business. Put it on your calendar and make it non-negotiable. Ruffles and Custom says, I have an LLC business. I make custom kids clothes for 3 years now. That's awesome. Okay. It's just not moving how I would like to. Okay. So are you looking to get some help with growing the business, finding a new direction, getting it moving in the way that you would like? Then I would also ask you to ask yourself, you're saying it's not moving how you would like. Write down how you want the business to look. How much money do you want to make? How many pieces of inventory do you want to sell? Get specific with yourself. And then let me know, do you want help doing that? Are you ready to invest the time and the money to get help? Or are you okay with doing it on your own? Okay. TikTok scroll so fast. Let me scroll back. Nid the Hustler says, I have a small business and I feel lost with it now. What is your business? Tell me a little bit more about it, Nid the Hustler. And when you say that you feel lost, what do you mean by you feel lost with the business? What do you mean? Hold on, y'all. I like to write down everyone's name so that I can reach out to you later because I'm that person. So we're going to get to number 2 in a second, but I want to make sure I get to everyone's comments. I put more than every day and I still feel lost. Okay. It says pure luxury boutique offer Rodrigo style at affordable prices. Okay. When you say you're putting into the business and you feel lost, tell me what you mean. What are you doing when you work on your business every day? What kind of business do you have? And what are you doing when you work on your business every day? What does that look like? Yes, ma'am. I definitely want help and definitely ready to invest when those taxes come in. And okay. All right. So feel free to send me a DM and you can get on my email list when you are ready to get coaching and you're ready to get support. Then you can definitely email me. But getting on my email list is a great way to stay in contact. I have group coaching programs and I also have one-on-one coaching programs. So you can send me a DM on here. There's a link in my profile where you can get on the email list, or you can just DM me and I can give you the link. Okay. All right. So I think that's all of the comments that I see right now. So tip number 1 is to make time for your business. If you don't make time for your business, you won't work on the things that you want to work on. If you don't make time for your business and make it a priority, you will not see the results that you desire. Okay. You will not see the results you desire. It's just like if you want to be a figure skater, right? And you want to skate in the Winter Olympics. If you are not practicing every day, if you are not training every day, you can kiss the Olympics goodbye, right? Simone Biles is great, but before she went to those competitions, you best believe she was practicing every single day. And now, for as many years as she's been doing gymnastics, she has a lot of muscle memory. But she was homeschooled and she was in the gym more than she did anything else in her life in order to get to that level of greatness. LeBron is still practicing in his 20 plus year career. How many years he been in the NBA? Don't give me the lying, but LeBron is practicing. Y'all know Kobe, rest his soul. Kobe was in the gym 4 or 5 hours a day. Okay. So if you want to see massive results, you have to put in the work to get the results that you desire. Thank you so much for those roses. I really, really, really appreciate it. Let me know if you have any questions. I dropped something on the floor. I don't know what I dropped. Oh, I see it. because my mom's got a little doggy and he will chew everything. So anytime I drop something, I try to pick it up. So make the time for your business. Thank you so much for these gifts, Skylar. I really appreciate it. Let me know if you have any questions or anything that I can answer for you. I really appreciate those gifts. You didn't have to do that. You are so nice. Thank you so much. Thank you. So my second tip for you, oh, this is a good one. This is a good one. Now I'm going to get on my soapbox and rant a little bit. I'm going to get on my soapbox and rant a little bit. And some people may not like this. It can be seen as an unpopular opinion, but we're going to talk about it, okay? Because we're going to be real and I'm going to be honest with you. I want you, my suggestion is, I suggest you, okay, choose a business based on what you are good at and what you like to do, especially if this is starting off as a side hustle for you. If you know that you eventually want to be full-time in your own business and in charge of your own destiny, make sure it's something that you like. Why is that important? There are things in business that we have to do that we don't like, okay? In a perfect world, I would go live pretty much every day in my business, never post a piece of content, and never send an email, okay? But honestly, having other content outside of live is important to grow my audience, and sending emails is important to stay connected to my audience, stay connected to my clients that pay me, as well as to sell, because people buy from emails. There are things that you have to do in your business that are necessary. Maybe you hire a contractor or a team member and they don't work out and you have to fire them. If you become a business owner and it grows, you are going to have to hire people. And yes, no matter how great your business is, you're going to have to fire people. So again, there are things in the business that you have to do to keep it running that you don't like. If you have a building and you have a bathroom, somebody's got to clean the toilet. And in the beginning, it's probably going to be you, right? So it's things that, do we want to be cleaning the toilet? Absolutely not. But it's something that we have to do to run our building in our office, right? Especially if customers can use the toilet, if it's not just for the employees, okay? I'm saying that to say you do not want to be in a business that you don't like, that you're not good at, that you have to struggle with all the time, okay? You also want it to be a business that you like, because if it's not, you will quit. It has to be a business that if you hit the lottery for $500 million, you would do this potential thing for free because you love it that much. Okay? So when you are deciding on your business idea, make sure it's something that you like. The first serious business that I started, I was recruiting nurses because I was a sales recruiter for my 9 to 5. And I was like, oh, I like helping people. I was going to be a nurse. And I can make a lot of money. You can make like $10,000 for recruiting like a nurse practitioner or a doctor. And I could make anywhere from like 500 to 5,000 recruiting different types of nurses. Did I like recruiting? Yes. Was I good at it? Yes. But is it something that I enjoyed in the deeps of my soul? Absolutely not. So I quit that business. I shut it down. I never got an LLC for it, thank God. I invested a lot of money in it. I barely broke even, but I knew it's not something that I wanted to do long term. It was a business I did because of the money income, the money opportunity, right? $10,000 for a doctor. Let me recruit one doctor a month and I can make 120,000. But I didn't love recruiting that much. And I truly decided to do that because of the money. If you decide to be a travel agent and join one of those travel MLMs, because that's what it is, you make money when you recruit people, you do vacation packages for people. If you don't like to travel, if you don't like doing a high level of customer service, if you don't like kissing people's butts all the time to make sure everything is perfect, being a travel agent may not be the best option for you. Doing credit repair, because you've seen Sally Sue say that she makes $10,000 a month doing people's credit repair. If you don't know anything about credit repair, you got bad credit yourself, you haven't repaired your own, signing up to do that business because you can make $10,000 a month may not fare well for you. Okay? So hopping on to sell Avon to get the pink Cadillac is Avon Mary Kay. Selling Mary Kay to get the pink Cadillac and you don't like makeup or skincare is not going to be the best thing for you. Please give me some likes if this makes sense. Okay? Please give me some likes if this makes sense. Hey, R. Nichols from Ocean Pines, Maryland. Thank you so much for joining. What business are you looking to start? Let us know in the comments. Do not start a business simply based on the income potential. Do not start a business simply based on the income potential. And then you also have to ask yourself, this is another thing. If you just want to make a little bit of extra money, maybe you don't need to start a business. Get a gig, get a second job, do some contractor work. If you only want to make an extra, $300 to $500 a month, you may not need to start a whole business because it's going to be a lot and it's going to be hard. I'm not here to sugarcoat it for you. It's hard to run a business. It's hard to be a business owner. Is it fun sometimes? Yes. Is it great being the boss? Absolutely. Does it get to be easy in certain aspects eventually? Of course. But being a business owner is hard. So you have to be able to love what you're doing even when it's hard. And because if it's something that I don't like, I'm quitting ASAP. Okay? ASAP, I'm quitting, and I don't give two craps about this dang business because I don't like it. Okay? So make sure when you choose a business, it is based on something you like, something you are good at, something you enjoy. Hi, Star. I just started my business. I just an LLC sitting there doing nothing with it. I need customers. Okay, what is your business? What is your business? Let me know what your business is. Okay, so that's tip number 2. So tip number 1 to start a business in 2024 is to make time. Put 7 to 10 hours per week on your calendar now. Number 2 is to decide on a business idea based on what you're good at and what you like to do. Tip number 3, okay? The best businesses solve a problem, and or offer convenience. So with that being said, once you choose your business idea, the very next thing you should be asking yourself is, what problem are you solving and who are you solving it for? So when you come up with your business, I'm going to pick on some people, so don't be mad at me, but this is just some things that I see, okay? So when you pick your business of selling t-shirts, okay? You pick your business of selling t-shirts. Everybody and their grandmama is selling t-shirts. I can get a t-shirt from Dollar Tree. I can get a t-shirt from Michael's. I can get a t-shirt from Walmart. I can get a t-shirt from Gucci. I can get a t-shirt from Balenciaga. Okay? I'm just using these as an example. T-shirts are everywhere. So when you decide to have a t-shirt business and you want to put your name on it, Chris the Maximizer, how does someone spending $35 of their hard-earned money on a t-shirt that says Chris the Maximizer solve a problem in their life? Newsflash, it doesn't. Me selling a Chris the Maximizer t-shirt does not solve a problem or offer you convenience. Okay? But if I decide, I forget who sold me the shirt, but if I decide to sell shirts for Black women with uplifting, powerful phrases on them, that solves a problem. Number 1, I look good, and the shirt was made for my Black woman body type, right? Curvy, thick, okay? Number 2, confidence. Walking around with this shirt on, you can't tell me nothing. If I'm more confident, I can sell more. If I can sell more, I can make more money. Does this make sense? So when you decide that you're doing a t-shirts for Black women with uplifting and powerful phrases, you are solving a problem of empowering Black women and giving them confidence. Because baby, no one wants to buy a t-shirt that says Starry Eyes LLC on it. I'm just using an example, all right? I'm just using an example. Nobody wants to buy a t-shirt that says, Big and Classy LLC. Why? Why do I need that t-shirt? How is that solving a problem in my life? Okay. The things on TikTok Shop that are blowing up are things that people need. The unbrushed did good because there's a lot of people who brush their hair. Billions of people on this planet need good hair brushes. So even if we bought it simply off the fact that we want to see if it works, it solves a problem of we all got to brush our hair. If you have hair and you get more than a number 1, you need a brush, a comb of some sort. That brush solved a problem. So if you aren't making sales in your business right now, you need to sit down and ask yourself, what problem am I solving and who specifically am I solving it for? You cannot be solving the problem for everyone. You cannot be solving the problem for everyone. If you are solving it for everyone, you're solving it for no one, meaning no one can resonate with you. I help women start businesses. Does that mean I don't help men? No. I've had 3 male clients, couponing male clients. I haven't had a business coaching male client yet, but I've had 3 male clients that I've helped with couponing and budgeting. One of them was blind and he saved $10,000 in 6 months by working with me. So when I say I help women, my target audience is women. If I was selling to men, I would be selling a whole lot different than I do now. I know my demographic. I know who I'm speaking to. I know what her pain points are. I know what problems she needs help solving. I am helping the woman who's pulling her hair out because she cannot figure out how to put all the pieces together to start her business. I am helping the woman who has these great ideas, but they are not landing. I'm helping the woman who has started the business. She did the whole LLC thing, but she's not making consistent money. She does not know how to create or what type of content to create on her social media to get sales, to get clients in. I'm helping the woman who is sick and tired of her 9 to 5, wants to be her own boss, wants to spend more time with her kids, her spouse, and her family, and she's sick and tired of their BS. So she's ready to start her business. That is the type of person I'm solving a problem for. And the problem I'm solving is I'm walking you through the process of starting your business. Does this make sense? I am helping you solve the problem of starting your business by inviting you to join my 8-week group coaching program, the Brain to Business Bootcamp, where for 8 weeks, I walk you through the process of creating your business idea, creating your first offer, pricing your first offer so you get paid from day one. Thank you. And number 4, creating and choosing the social media that you are going to build your audience and creating a content schedule that's going to help you build your audience and make sales. Those are the 4 things that I help you in the 8-week Brain to Business Bootcamp. Because one of the hardest things to do is to just get started. One of the hardest things to do is just get started. But do you see how I know whose problem I'm solving, and I know what problem I'm solving? If you are not solving a problem, you're not going to make sales. Okay? So that's my 3rd tip for you. Figure out what problem you are solving and who you are solving it for. Let me take a sip and I'll go to these questions. Danita says, Danita, you didn't tell me, what business do you want to start? What business do you want to start? She said, that's a hard one. It can be a hard one. It can be a hard one, but you just have to get specific on who your ideal client is and why they need what you have. Why do I need your product? If there's no need for your product, you're going to have to change it. And that's just the God's honest truth. If you can't figure out why people need what you're selling, you're going to have to sell something different. Because if you don't know why they need it, then they don't know why they need it and they're not going to buy it. I love your tips. I've been trying to expand my hair business. So do you sell hair or do you do hair? Do you sell hair or do you do hair? Most definitely. Yes. Absolutely. All right. So let's go over these 3 tips. Let me recap and then we'll go to number 4. Tip number 1 to start a business in 2024 was to make time for your business. Put 7 to 10 hours a week on your calendar, non-negotiable, as if it's a meeting with the boss, church service on Sunday. Okay. Non-negotiable, 7 to 10 hours a week on your calendar for your business. Make the time. Number 2, decide on your business idea based on what you're good at and what you like to do. Don't be running behind these people. I hate when I get in the Facebook groups. What's the best side hustle for me to start? I'm ready to make some extra money, but I don't want to spend any money and I want it to be all passive. It breaks my heart for these people. Pick a business based on what you like to do and what you're good at. Do not run behind these people who are saying they're making $10,000 a month doing nothing, because that's a lie. I'm telling you that right now. So unless you're scamming, you're not making $10,000 a month doing nothing. Okay. Unless you've built an audience and you have a really good funnel with ads, you're not making $10,000 doing nothing. Okay. It's a scam. Number 3, what problem are you solving in your business and who are you solving it for? If you're not solving a problem, you're probably not going to be making any money. Okay. If you can't tell me what problem you're solving, then your ideal clients don't know why they need you in the first place. Okay. Which brings me to number 4. Get clear on your offer. Get crystal clear on what you're selling. And if you are just starting, do not sell a whole website of stuff. If you are just starting and you're selling a physical product, whether it be a digital product or a tangible product. So if you are starting your own lip gloss, you don't want to sell any more than like 2 to 3 lip glosses to start. Okay? Get clear on your offer. If you are starting a cosmetics line, it does not mean you have to have the full makeup when you launch. Even Kylie and Kim launched with a few products before they went full. Rihanna, she launched with full foundations, okay? But it was only foundation when she first started, okay? So I need you to realize less is more. And honestly, I'm not talking to you that drop ship. I am not the coach to help you if you are doing somebody's drop shipping, because that takes a lot more work than a lot of people think it does. It sounds good. It quote unquote sounds easy, but it takes a lot of active labor to do drop shipping. So if you are selling a product or a service, get clear on your offer. What is the offer? Why do people need it? How does it help them? What is your secret sauce? Meaning, why should I buy from you and not from the people that I've been buying from this whole time? Does this make sense? If you're selling a product, a physical product, don't sell more than 2 or 3 at a time when you're starting. Because if you're trying to sell lip gloss, blush, the eyelashes, lipstick, mascara, eyeliner, foundation, it's too much when you just started yesterday. It's too much. Less is more. When Apple started back in the day as Macintosh, they only sold big fat desktop computers. That's it. As they evolved, and they was the colorful computers. Okay? And you know, they also started giving out. I don't want to say it, but it's a need for it. So why don't you want to say what your business is? I'm just asking. Why don't you want to share what your business is? Hi, Cece. Why don't you want to share what your business is? How will we know it's a need for it? How will people be interested if you don't want to say it? Okay. They only sold those big old computers. And in the beginning, they were giving them away to schools. They weren't even making money, y'all. They were giving the computers away so that people could get familiar with them. Then, after they did the desktops, then they started selling those laptops that we saw in Legally Blonde. You know, the pink one she had. They had the best colors. But it wasn't until years later that they made the iPod Touch. Okay? Which then they made the they made the iPod Touch. They made the iPod first, okay? And then we got the iPhone and the iPad after that. But for years and years and years, they only made computers, and they perfected the processing systems. And then they were able to make a crap ton of other products. Jeff Bezos started selling textbooks on Amazon. Textbooks. Now he sells everything under the sun. Hello, thank you so much for joining. Now they sell everything under the sun. But they started with one thing, okay? They started with one. You cannot wake up and be Walmart. You cannot wake up and be Target. You cannot wake up and be Shein. I watched a documentary about how a lot of businesses started. And one that I really remember, but I can't remember all the way. It was Domino's and Pizza Hut were in competition. And their menus were so elaborate that their wait times for food was like 90 minutes to 2 hours. And the manager was like, forget that. They basically were like, we're selling large and small pizzas, and they can put any toppings on it. When they went to only selling pizza, their revenue quadrupled exponential. Okay, I cannot remember if it was Pizza Hut or Domino's, but it was one of those two. When they cut it down, they skyrocketed. I want to say it was Domino's. They skyrocketed simply because they reduced down to just pizzas. Large, medium, small, any toppings they want. But we're not doing the subs. We're not doing the sandwiches. We're not doing the chicken. It was too much. Okay? Less is more. So come up with your product or service that you're going to be selling. And I need you to spend time perfecting it. Spend time perfecting it, cleaning it up. Hey, Rose, thank you so much for joining. Okay? So make sure that your offer is tight. Make sure your offer what solves a problem or offers convenience. And you know what your secret sauce is. My secret sauce is that I am very relatable. My secret sauce is that I am not a cookie cutter coach. I am more strategic. And I meet you where you are. I don't have standards for where you need to be when you work with me. So I'm not going to give you cookie cutter advice that works for everyone. I am not going to say you need to be at a certain level or have a certain thing before you work with me. And I am going to not give you the answers. I am going to allow you to pull the greatness out of yourself by asking you pretty challenging questions. Okay? But I'm also going to give you great feedback and great advice on where you are. Okay? So I'm going to approach you a lot differently. Okay. And in my beginner program, the Brain to Business Bootcamp, I literally hold your hand. I'm not leaving you out to figure out things on your own. We're going to figure it out together. I'm going to walk you through that process. So when you leave me at the end of 8 weeks, you're going to have your business, you're going to have your offer, you're going to have the price of your offer, and you're going to have the social media platform that you are going to be using to grow your audience and sell. Okay. So the first 4 tips for starting a business in 2024, make time for your business, 7 to 10 hours a week on your calendar right now, make it non-negotiable. My second tip for you was to decide on a business based on what you like to do and what you're good at. Number 3, what problem are you solving in your business? Get crystal clear on the problem that you're solving, who you're solving it for. Number 4, get clear on what you're selling, your product or your service. If you're not clear on what you're selling, no one's going to buy it. Okay. So I have one more tip for y'all. I want to open up the floor for you to drop your questions. What questions do you have about starting a business in 2024? What questions do you have about starting your business in 2024? I want you to start dropping those questions while I go over tip number 5. And I'm also going to invite you to join me in the 8-week Brain to Business Bootcamp. We actually start this week. In the 8-week Brain to Business Bootcamp, we meet every single week live on Zoom, and you get a pre-recorded training module and worksheet pretty much every single week except for week 8. And in those 8 weeks, I'm going to help you with 4 things. I'm going to help you create your business idea based on what you like to do. I'm going to help you figure out your first offer and if it needs to be a product or service based on the problem you're solving and who you're solving it for. I'm going to help you price your offer so you make money from day one. You're not going to be putting all your money back into the business. You're not going to be charging people based on what you think they can afford. You're going to be charging based on the value of the transformation and how much it costs to make your product. So from the first day that someone pays you, you get to take home a paycheck. And number 4, I'm going to help you decide on your social media and help you create a content plan so that you can build an audience and start making sales in your business. So we're going to work together for the next 8 weeks. You're going to get a live coaching call with me every single week where I go to every single person and I speak to every single person. There's going to be a group chat where in between coaching calls, you can ask me questions, text me updates, and get supported in between our coaching calls. And you get access to all of the replays of the coaching for life. So you can get all 8 weeks for just $549. There is a 3-part payment plan. We still have a few spots available if you want to start with us. Our first live coaching call is actually this Wednesday, January 10th. So if you're ready to start your business and get crystal clear with a solid foundation, you should join us in the Brain to Business Bootcamp. You can sign up at KristaMaximizer.com. The link is on my profile. And like I said, we still have a few spots available for you to join this next round. This is for you if you have been thinking about starting a business and you don't know how to start. I'm going to give you everything that you need to get you started. What if you have a business? So if you already have a business, but you're not making the money that you desire to make, I have a 6-month group coaching program called the Side Hustle Society, where we actually meet 5 times a month, and I coach you with the goal of helping you make $1,000 per month consistently in your business. So if you're interested in that program, send me a DM, message me on TikTok and say, hey, I have a business, I need help, and I would love to give you details about the Side Hustle Society. There's a 6-month and a 12-month option to work with me as your business coach to help you make consistent money. So those are the main two programs that I have. I have the Side Hustle Society to help you grow your business to make $1,000 per month. And I have the Brain to Business Bootcamp if you don't have your business flushed out yet, you don't know what you're selling. If you're just like, I know I want a business and I don't know what it's going to be, the Brain to Business Bootcamp is for you. I'll walk you through a process to help you figure out what business idea to work on. Okay. So links in my profile. There's payment plans for all. So you'll be able to break up the payments, get into the bootcamp with no issues. If you have questions, you can DM me on TikTok or Instagram at Krista Maximizer. Okay. So let's dig into tip number 5, which is one of my favorites. Tip number 5 for starting a business in 2024. Are y'all ready? Because some people don't like this tip either. I want you to build an audience on one social media platform. One. Okay? But you're like, Crystal, you're live on 5 platforms at once. I am, but I've also been on the internet for 5 years. I've been on the internet since 2018, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. We're going into my 6th year. August will be 6 years that I've been on this here internet creating content. Okay. And I've built up my platforms. I did not start with all of these platforms. I started with building my YouTube channel, my first YouTube channel, Krista Maximizer. That currently has I have 30,000 subscribers on that channel right now. I have I think 31,000 subscribers on that channel. I built that channel first. Okay, I just DM'd you. Cool. Once I'm done, I will message you back once I'm done, okay? I built that YouTube channel first. I didn't start selling anything on that channel until I had about 5,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. When I made content, I only made content for YouTube. I did have a business Instagram and a business Facebook page. But you want to know what I posted on there? I just posted a video on my YouTube channel about couponing at CVS this week. Here's the link. Go watch it on YouTube. I just reposted the same content from YouTube to my Instagram and Facebook. I did not start creating content for Instagram and Facebook until my VA started doing it maybe in 2020. Late 2020, TikTok paid me money to post on TikTok. So I started making content for TikTok in 2020. And they paid me. So I did it for a couple of months. And then I got really serious about TikTok because I saw the growth in 2021. And I started to create content specifically for TikTok. But let me tell you how I did it. Again, YouTube has always been my main anchor content. Let me turn the fan off because now I'm sweating. So I'm going to give y'all the key to how I posted on multiple platforms, but I did not come up with fresh content for every platform. Okay. So what I did was I came up with, I'm just going to use the example right now, currently in 2024, my goal is to post 3 times a week on my new YouTube channel, Build a Business with Chris. So I started a new YouTube channel in August, specifically for women who want help building and starting their business. So for example, I post 3 times a week on my YouTube channel. So that means I need 3, 6, 9, 12 pieces of content for the month. Are y'all with me? 12 pieces of content. So I rack my brain and I decide what 12 videos am I posting on YouTube? I come up with it. From those 12 pieces of content, and I'm posting 8 to 10 minute YouTube videos, I decide that I'm going to take one of those YouTube videos and I can come up with 3, sometimes 5 short form pieces of content that I can post on TikTok, Instagram, or use for lives. So from those 12, I could turn it into 36 or 48 pieces of content from those 12 ideas. Type some yeses in the comments if this makes sense. So I come up with 12 core ideas, and then I come up with 48 sub ideas. Sometimes, like these 5 tips to start a business, I made a video about this on YouTube. So I'll just go and I'll say, all right, what YouTube videos have I made? YouTube videos have I made? And I'll pull that content and I'll do a live stream on it. It's a different audience. You get a different version of me. On YouTube, I'm cut, I'm dry, I'm edited, I'm myself, but a professional version of myself. Over here, I'm cussing, I'm laughing, I'm joking, I'm responding to your comments, I'm answering your questions. Does that make sense? So I'm delivering you the same or very similar piece of content that I delivered already on YouTube. But I'm not coming up with 12 YouTube videos and then coming up with like 20 TikToks and 20 Instagrams. That is a lot of work. When you are brand new and you're just trying to start getting yourself out there and build that know, like, and trust factor with your audience, it is too overwhelming to try to post on every platform. Me, I've been on the internet for almost 6 years. I do not post on every platform. I have not posted an Instagram video that wasn't a live replay in weeks, probably months. Unless it was a TikTok that I just took the watermark off and posted on Instagram. I am not creating any new ideas for any piece of content that is not YouTube. Does this make sense? So pick one platform and make it your main. If you're picking TikTok, great. If you're picking Instagram, awesome. If it's YouTube, great. If it's going to be Snapchat, I don't care if it's going to be LinkedIn. But pick one piece of content. Pick one platform and build your audience. Why is Keith Lee so great? Because he focused on building TikTok's audience. Then he be branching out to Instagram. I don't know if they're about to start YouTube, but he was not looking to post on every platform. When he posted on Instagram, wasn't that the same or similar stuff that he posted on TikTok? And also now he has the money to pay for a team. So when you have a team and you have other people, they can do that for you. But he's still sitting down to film once. Then the team can take that TikTok video, slice it, dice it, and post it every freaking where. But when it's just you and you're building it on your own, one platform, and build your audience. One platform. There are people who are YouTubers that never set foot on TikTok. There's TikTok famous people that do not give two shits about Instagram or YouTube because they've built their platform, they have their audience, and they are not breaking their brains to create new content. Now, do they have an Instagram? Some of them do have a YouTube, but what are they doing? They're repurposing the content that they used on their poppin' platform to post on another one. Does this make sense? Why can Jackie Anna do so great on TikTok? Because she sat and she built that audience for 10 plus years on YouTube. So no matter what platform she's on, we are there because we love her. But she did her work to build her know, like, and trust factor on YouTube. She was not stressed about Instagram. In the early stages of TikTok, she wasn't stressed about posting on TikTok. She was flexing her YouTube muscle. She was focused on one platform. So do not run yourself ragged. And also, you also have to remember, when you are a business owner, you got to be a business owner first, and then you create content to grow your business. If your business is being a content creator, then all of your focus is 1,000% on your content. But when I'm a business owner, my main focus is to make sales. Hey, D. So one of my necessary evils to make sales is to make content, to build an audience, connect with them to get sales for my business. When you're a content creator, one of your necessary evils is to post content so you can get sponsorship deals or to get paid from the platform based on your content. So when you are that business owner, remember, your goal is to make sales. So trying to be on every single platform should not be a priority for you. Your priority should be that one platform, build that audience. Now, once that audience is built and you're like, okay, I have a well-oiled machine for my main piece, my main platform. Now I can add in another platform. Maybe now I can add in someone to help me with another platform. But I promise you, you will burn yourself out and you will want to quit. If you are trying to post on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, a podcast, if you're trying to do all of that, you will burn yourself out. Okay? So pick one platform. It doesn't matter what platform. There's no right platform. The right platform is the right one for you. But there's no one where it's like, oh my gosh, you need to be here. You've got to pick the platform that works best for you. Because as you can see, it's not about the platform, it's about the person. Because we have some YouTube stars, we have Instagram stars, we have TikTok stars, y'all got Snapchat stars, you got LinkedIn stars, where people have found their niche and their space on every platform. So it doesn't matter which one works best for you, which one do you like the most, which one is your ideal client at. Now, I will say this. if you on TikTok and you selling to people 65 and older, you may not be in the place for your right crowd, okay? And if you're using LinkedIn the most and you're really not in like the career, making a business, then it's making a business or helping people further their career, LinkedIn may not be the best platform for you, right? So making sure that you're on a platform, but if you between Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, that works for every daggone body, right? That works for pretty much everybody. Just being cognizant of where your demographic is, but go on a platform that serves you. Go on the platform that you enjoy the most and build the heck out of that audience. So that's tip number 5. So let's recap. If you have any questions about starting a business in 2024, drop them questions. But let's recap the 5 tips to start a business. Ms. Duet says this is true. Yes, one platform, one platform. 5 things to start a business in 2024. Number 1 is to make time. Put 7 to 10 hours per week on your calendar. Make it non-negotiable. Number 2, decide on your business idea based on what you're good at and what you like to do. Number 3, figure out what problem you are solving in your business and who are you solving for. If you are not solving a problem, you're probably not going to make sales. Number 4, get clear on your offer. What are you selling? A product or a service? And number 5, build your audience on one social media platform. Okay. Do not try to post everywhere all the time. So, what questions do we have about starting a business in 2024? What questions do you have about working with me in my Brain to Business Bootcamp to start your business in just 8 weeks? I am open for questions. What questions do we have? Let me know. Let me know. What questions do we have? Questions, questions. Don't be shy. This is the time. Any questions? No questions? If you have questions that you don't want to post, you can DM me on TikTok or Instagram. I'll be more than happy. I'm going to answer some questions, actually respond to some DMs before I go and lay down, as I've worked enough today. I'm going to wake up and do it again tomorrow. I took a nice long winter break, and now it's time for me to get back to work. Great tips. Thanks. You're so welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate this. I appreciate y'all being here for sure. I absolutely love going live. It's one of my favorite things to do. So I should be live a little bit more this week because I don't have any travel until the weekend. And then I'm very excited to go home for a little bit, but I won't be home long. So then I have more travel. I have lots of travel this spring. If you have a criminal record, should you wait until the record is completely sealed before applying for an LLC? So Happy New Year. I am not a lawyer. I would say that is a question for the state that you are in. I am not sure if an LLC affects a criminal record or anything like that. But you can start your business before you get an LLC. In my opinion, you should make at least $1,000 before you apply for an LLC. Start the business, start making money before you have an LLC. Open a checking account, a personal checking account, and put all your business money in that specific checking account. Run your business through that checking account without having a business bank account. You can use PayPal for now, but don't let an LLC hold you back from your business. Start making money now. Because what if you start making some money and you're like, I don't really want to do this. This is not what I like. Then you just stop. You don't have an LLC. You don't have anything legally to worry about. But just because you apply for an LLC or you get one doesn't mean you have a business. You have that business when you start making some dollars. Okay? When you start having a product that you can sell. Okay? So, I wouldn't let an LLC hold you back. Start now. Start now. Any other questions? Any other questions? Okay. Thanks for all the likes, y'all. I don't see any questions. If any questions come up, feel free to shoot me a DM. If you have emailed me, I'll be back responding to emails tomorrow because I was out for the whole weekend. I know a couple people emailed me about working together. I know I have some DMs to check, so I will check the DMs tonight. So if you have a DM question about working together, go ahead and send that over to me. I want to thank y'all so much for joining me live, and I will see y'all soon. Bye.